It's fantastic to be here. It's incredible to see how IGF is constantly growing, constantly scaling, and I love how the conversation focus of Women in Forum was today. And as a champion of women, it was really an honor to be among some real heroes on the panel today. Well, I think the whole idea of the panel was, how do you take adversity? How do you take something bad that happens to you and convert that into overarching good? And from my own personal journey, which I shared, I believe that if you've been victimized, if you become a victim, the only way for you to stop being a victim is to turn to a hero, to someone else. I think that's what the idea was, and we had some incredible heroes today, and I shared my journey of what I've done with Project Devi, and how we've used celebrity, used influence, capital to create systemic impact, impacting thousands of lives over the last 15 years. Rescuing girls from the evils of child prostitution, forced labor, physical and sexual abuse, and empowering them in the true sense, empowering them to be independent, strong, educated, knowing their rights, and eventually finding their foothold in society. Because I believe that equitable distribution of wealth between men and women is an extremely important factor for the future. As long as women are not empowered with their own economic empowerment, I believe that they will never gain true power in society. We focus largely on education of the girl child, rescuing of girls from unempowered situations like this. We're beginning to focus on economic impact, empowering women, women-led founders, companies that are driving positive social impact in society, to back those kind of companies, and trying to build ecosystems rather than individual case studies, build whole ecosystems for scalability. We also work with children who are really impoverished and are fighting cancer, children of migrant laborers, children of farmers from rural India, to whom the discovery of cancer is a death sentence, because they don't have the means, they don't have the access to healthcare, to medication or treatment, and they just accept it as a death sentence, and it's really sad, whereas they can be saved. So over the last 20 years, with under the umbrella of Cancer Patients Aid Association, we've impacted the lives of 250,000 children, and that's a substantial number that we've been able to do because of a huge support from like-minded people who come in and say this is a cause worth fighting for. So we do a lot of non-profit through the foundation, and then through the family office we empower organizations, companies that will eventually create the greater good, eventually create scalable impact, which is more sustainable on a for-profit model. I think if the decisions are purpose-driven, what impact can give you, no other investment can. I believe these are karmic investments. This is conscious capitalism. And what it does is it gives you a sense of purpose. And that sense of purpose is something that you can't achieve by just making money or wealth. A sense of purpose is determined only through impact. You feel eventually at some point in your life when you've achieved things, you feel, what is my purpose in the world? Is it myopic? Is it just looking after me, my immediate family? Or do I have to do something for the greater good? Is it just writing a check, or is it getting involved? How can I apply Kaizen to it? How can I make it better? How can I add value to it? And from that value derives impact, and from that impact derives the sense of purpose. And to me, that's the greatest high. But it's been amazing. I mean, India Global Forum's been a family to me. I remember literally when Manoj had the idea to do this, and we talked about it, that hey, I'm going to do this, I'm going to create this. But kudos to him, yourself, the whole team, for having elevated it to such a substantial platform. I believe that the impact here, the outcomes here should be vocalized more, so people understand the actual impact of the forum. It's not just a place where people meet, but so many impacts on policies, companies, capital raising, growth, bridges between nations. A lot is happening at India Global Forum. and it's not been vocalized enough. I've been after Manoj. In fact, tomorrow I have a meeting with him to say, how do we push this out? Because it's happening, the impact's there. How do we present that impact? Because I truly believe India Global Forum is a phenomenal bridge between capital, people, impact, nations. A bridge with deep credibility now.